Take a moment right now. Put your hand on your heart. Feel it beating. That rhythm, that's your life force. And I have something important to tell you about it. If you're approaching 40 or past it, society has been lying to you. They've been telling you your best days are behind you. They want you to believe you're too old to change, too late to start over, too set in your ways to transform. I'm here to tell you they're wrong, dead wrong. Life doesn't wind down at 40. Life wakes up at 40. Life gets real at 40. Life finally makes sense at 40, but only if you let it. Right now, in this moment, you have a choice. You can believe the lies about aging, or you can discover the truth that will set you free, the truth that changed my life, the truth that can change yours. Are you ready? Then breathe with me. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. Now listen closely. When I turned 40, I was nobody. Broke, divorced, sleeping on couches. The world had written me off. But that's when everything changed. That's when I discovered the power that had been inside me all along. You have that same power. Right now, reading these words, you have everything you need to begin again. The point of power is always in the present moment. This becomes crystal clear after 40. Before that, you're living in the past or fearing the future. Never here, never now. Never present to your own life. Are you present to yours? Or are you sleepwalking through your days wondering where the time went? Stop for a second. Look at your hands. Those hands have lived, they've loved, they've lost, they've learned. They're not old hands, they're wise hands, ready hands, powerful hands. At 20, you think you know everything. At 30, you realize you don't. At 40, you finally understand that knowing isn't the point, being is the point, living is the point, choosing is the point. And you get to choose right now, today, this moment. Choose to see 40 as a beginning, not an ending. Choose to believe in your power to change. Choose yourself, maybe for the first time in your life. Life loves you. This simple truth becomes evident at 40. Life has been preparing you. Every experience, every challenge, every heartbreak was life loving you into wisdom, loving you into strength, loving you into who you're meant to be. But you've been fighting it, haven't you? Resisting the lessons, avoiding the growth, clinging to who you used to be instead of embracing who you're becoming. I know what you're thinking. It's too late. I'm too old. I've made too many mistakes. Those are thoughts. Just thoughts. And thoughts can be changed. It's only a thought. And a thought can be changed. This is the foundation of transformation after 40. You finally see thoughts for what they are, not facts, not destiny, just mental habits that can be replaced. Try this with me. Say out loud, I am willing to change. Say it again. I am willing to change. Feel resistance? Good. That's fear losing its grip on you. Fear has been running your life. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of being seen, fear of being yourself. At 40, you finally see fear for what it is. A liar. You've survived everything life has thrown at you. You're still here, still breathing, still capable of choosing differently. That's power. That's strength. That's wisdom. Every thought we think is creating our future. This becomes your superpower at 40. You can look back and see how your thoughts shaped your reality. The good news, you can think new thoughts starting now. What thoughts are you thinking about your age, about your possibilities, about your future? Are they thoughts of limitation or liberation? Are they thoughts of endings or beginnings? I am at peace with my age. Say this until you feel it. Age is just a number, but 40? 40 is a graduation. You've graduated from caring what everyone thinks. graduated from living by others' rules, graduated from playing small. You get to choose your thoughts. Nobody else can think for you. This is your superpower. Use it. Here's an exercise. Every morning, look in the mirror. Look into your own eyes. Say, life is just beginning for me. Say it even if you don't believe it. Say it especially if you don't believe it. Your mind will argue. Let it. Keep saying it anyway. Life is just beginning for me. This isn't positive thinking. This is positive programming. You're rewiring decades of negative conditioning. What we think about ourselves becomes the truth for us. At 40, you finally understand this law. You've been thinking yourself old, thinking yourself stuck, thinking yourself unworthy. No wonder life reflected those thoughts back to you. But now you know better. Now you can think differently. Now you can create a new truth. At 40, your brain is actually more capable of change than ever before. Science proves it. Your prefrontal cortex is fully developed. You can make better decisions, see clearer patterns, choose wiser paths. But you have to choose. Nobody can do it for you. I deserve the best and I accept the best now. This affirmation hits different after 40. You've spent decades accepting crumbs, settling for less, believing you should be grateful for whatever you get. 40 says, no more crumbs. You deserve the feast. You deserve joy. You deserve love. You deserve a life that excites you. The tragedy isn't reaching 40. The tragedy is reaching 40 and still living someone else's life, still following someone else's rules, still measuring yourself by someone else's standards. Whose life are you living? Really think about it. Whose voice is in your head telling you what you should do? Your mother's? Your father's? Society's? When do you get to live your life? The answer is now. Always now. Only now. We are each responsible for all of our experiences. This truth becomes liberation at 40. You can't blame others anymore. You can't play victim. You see your role in creating your reality. This isn't burden, this is freedom. If you created your past, you can create your future. If your choices got you here, new choices can take you somewhere else. The power has always been yours. 40 is when you finally claim it. I release the past with love, and I choose to learn from my old experiences. Every experience before 40 was preparation. The failed relationships taught you what real love isn't. The career disappointments showed you what doesn't fulfill you. The health challenges reveal what truly matters. You weren't failing, you were learning. You weren't falling behind, you were gathering data you need for the life that's waiting for you. But claiming your power means doing the work. Inner work, real work, not the surface stuff you did in your 20s. Deep work, soul work, truth work. The universe totally supports us in every thought we choose to think and believe. At 40, you stop fighting the universe and start flowing with it. You realize it's been trying to help you all along. Every closed door was protection. Every redirection was guidance. Every loss was making room for something better. Start here. Write down 3 lies you've believed about aging. Maybe I'm too old to change careers. Maybe nobody will love me at this age. Maybe my best days are over. Now write the truth next to each lie. I can change careers at any age. I am lovable exactly as I am. My best days are beginning now. This isn't fantasy, this is clarity. 40 gives you the gift of seeing through the illusions that kept you small. I am worth loving. I am worth my own love. This becomes your foundation after 40. Self-love isn't selfish, it's essential. It's the root from which everything else grows. You've been playing small, haven't you? Dimming your light, shrinking yourself, apologizing for taking up space. 40 says, enough, expand, shine, take up all the space you need. The world needs what you have to offer. your wisdom, your experience, your unique perspective. But you can't give what you won't claim. You can't share what you won't own. My healing is already in process, whether it's emotional healing, physical healing, or spiritual healing. 40 accelerates the process. You're finally ready to release what doesn't serve you, ready to heal patterns passed down through generations, ready to break cycles that have kept your family stuck. Own your story, all of it, the messy parts, the painful parts, the parts you've been hiding. They're not your shame, they're your strength. They're what qualify you to help others. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. Say this when doubt creeps in. Say this when fear whispers lies. Say this when the world tells you you're too old. You are never too old to begin, never too old to grow, never too old to choose love over fear. That's the real choice, always, in every moment. Fear or love, contraction or expansion, death or life. I lovingly release the past. They are free, and I am free. This becomes possible after 40, necessary after 40. You can't carry 40 years of resentment into your new life. It's too heavy. It's too expensive. It costs you your joy. At 40, you finally understand this choice. You've lived enough to know that fear leads nowhere good. You've suffered enough to know that love is the only answer. But self-love, that's the hardest love of all. Especially after 40 years of self-criticism, 40 years of not feeling good enough, 40 years of comparison and judgment. I approve of myself. This simple statement becomes revolutionary after 40. You stop needing others' approval because you finally give it to yourself. You stop seeking validation because you validate yourself. You stop waiting for permission because you are the permission. Here's your new practice. Every night before bed, put your hand on your heart. Say, I love you. Say your name, I love you. Feel silly? Do it anyway. Feel resistance? Do it especially. This simple practice will change your life. Not overnight, not dramatically, but surely, steadily, deeply. My income is constantly increasing. At 40, you finally understand that prosperity isn't about age. It's about consciousness. When you believe you deserve prosperity, it flows to you. When you know your worth, the world reflects it back in dollars and opportunities. Because when you love yourself, everything changes. You stop accepting less than you deserve. You stop staying where you're not valued. You stop living a life that doesn't fit. At 40, the life that doesn't fit becomes unbearable. The job that drains you, the relationship that diminishes you, the patterns that keep you stuck. You can't pretend anymore. I move beyond past limitations into freedom. I am becoming all that I am created to be. This is the call of 40. To finally become who you really are. Not who you've been pretending to be, who you are at your core. This is the crisis, but it's also the opportunity, the chance to choose differently, the chance to build a life that fits who you're becoming, not who you were. Who are you becoming? Not who others want you to be. Who is your soul calling you to become? Listen, get quiet. The answer is there. It's always been there, waiting for you to be ready, waiting for you to be brave, waiting for you to say yes. I trust my inner wisdom. After 40, this trust deepens. You've earned it through trial and error, through success and failure, through joy and pain. Your inner wisdom has been developing, strengthening, clarifying. I trust the process of life. Life has your back. Even the hard times taught you something. Even the failures moved you forward. Everything has been perfectly orchestrated for your growth. Trust that 40 is not your ending. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Trust that the best is yet to come. But trusting isn't passive. Trusting is active. It means taking inspired action. It means following your intuition. It means choosing growth over comfort. I am safe in the universe, and all life loves and supports me. Feel this truth in your bones. You're not alone in this journey. The universe conspires to help you. But only when you align with your truth, only when you choose authenticity over approval. Comfort is killing your dreams. You know this. The comfortable job that bores you, the comfortable relationship that lacks passion, the comfortable life that lacks meaning. 40 is when comfort becomes uncomfortable, when your soul demands more, when settling becomes impossible. Good. This discomfort is your friend. It's pushing you toward your truth, toward your purpose, toward the life that's waiting for you. Claim my own power, and I lovingly create my own reality. No more giving your power away. No more letting others dictate your worth. No more living by rules that don't serve you. What life is that? Only you know. But I can tell you this, it's bigger than the life you're living. More authentic, more joyful, more you. You've spent 40 years becoming who others wanted you to be. Now you get to spend the rest becoming who you really are. I am willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. See them for what they are: outdated programs, inherited limitations, stories that no longer serve you. This is the gift of 40. The permission to be yourself, the wisdom to know yourself, the courage to choose yourself. I am willing to release the past and forgive everyone, including myself. Forgiveness becomes your superpower after 40, not because others deserve it, because you deserve peace. Because holding grudges is like drinking poison and expecting others to die. Forgive them, all of them, not for them, for you. Forgive yourself, all of it, every mistake, every wrong turn, every moment you knew better but didn't do better. It all brought you here, to this moment, to this choice, to this beginning. My life gets better all the time. Say this every day. Watch how life responds. Watch how opportunities appear. Watch how synchronicities increase. Life wants to prove this affirmation true, but you have to believe it first. Yes, life is beginning for you. Can you feel it? That stirring in your soul, that whisper of possibility, that knowing that there's more? There is more, so much more, but you have to claim it. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. I create my life. Stop inheriting others' fears. Your mother's anxiety, your father's scarcity mindset, society's age discrimination. They're not your truth. They never were. Stop waiting for permission. You're 40. You don't need anyone's permission to live your life. You don't need approval to pursue your dreams. You don't need validation to know your worth. Your worth was established the moment you were born. Nothing you've done or hasn't done has changed that. 40 is when you finally believe it. All my relationships are harmonious. This becomes possible after 40 because you stop trying to change others. You stop needing others to be different for you to be happy. You accept or you leave, but you stop suffering in silence. Look around. Everyone you see is struggling with the same fears. Everyone feels like they're behind. Everyone wonders if it's too late. You're not alone in this. But you can be the one who breaks free, the one who shows others it's possible, the one who proves that life begins whenever you say it does. The past has no power over me. Feel the truth of that. The past is gone, done. It only lives in your thoughts. And you can choose new thoughts. Choose thoughts that empower you. Choose thoughts that excite you. Choose thoughts that support the life you're creating. I begin where I am right now to clean the rooms of my mental house. Spring cleaning isn't just for closets, it's for consciousness. 40 is the perfect time to clear out mental clutter, old beliefs, outdated fears, inherited limitations, time to redecorate your mind, because you are creating every moment, every choice, every thought. You're either creating more of the same or creating something new. At 40, you're ready for something new. Your soul is demanding it. Your heart is ready for it. Your mind finally believes it's possible. Opportunities are everywhere, and I have plenty of opportunities. 40 opens your eyes to opportunities you couldn't see before, because you're finally ready for them, because you finally believe you deserve them, because you finally have the wisdom to recognize them. What's possible? Everything. A new career that lights you up, a relationship based on truth, a life aligned with your values, joy without conditions, love without limits, purpose without apology. But it starts with a decision, the decision that your life matters, that your dreams matter, that you matter. Make that decision now. Not tomorrow, not when things are perfect, not when you feel ready. Now. Today is a new day. Today is my day. Today is wonderful. Say it, mean it, live it. Because here's the truth. You don't have forever. None of us do. 40 reminds you of this. Not to scare you, to wake you up, to inspire action, to demand authenticity. My future is glorious. Believe this with every cell of your being. Your future isn't determined by your past, it's determined by your present thoughts. Think glorious thoughts. Make glorious choices. Create a glorious life. How many more years will you waste being who you're not? How many more days will you spend in situations that drain you? How much more time will you give to fear? No more. Starting now, you choose differently. You choose yourself. You choose life. This isn't selfish. This is necessary. When you choose yourself, you give others permission to do the same. When you live authentically, you inspire others to live authentically. I am a magnet for miracles. At 40, you finally understand that miracles aren't supernatural, they're natural. They happen when you align with your truth, when you clear the blocks, when you allow life to flow through you. Your transformation ripples out. Your courage becomes contagious. Your joy becomes medicine for a world that needs it. The world needs you, the real you, not the facade, not the mask, not the role you've been playing. You. At 40, you finally have something real to offer. Pain transformed into wisdom, fear transformed into love, experience transformed into guidance. Everything I need to know is revealed to me. Stop searching outside for answers. At 40, you realize you are the answer. Everything you need is within you. The wisdom, the strength, the clarity, it's all there waiting to be accessed. But you can't guide others to places you haven't been. You can't teach what you haven't learned. You can't give what you haven't claimed. So claim it, all of it, your power, your wisdom, your worth, your right to begin again. I am in the perfect place at the perfect time doing the perfect thing. This isn't denial. This is acceptance, acceptance that leads to transformation. Accept where you are. Then choose where you're going. Accept who you've been. Then choose who you're becoming. Accept what is. Then create what can be. The good is everywhere, and I am safe and secure. At 40, you stop looking for security outside yourself. You realize you are the security. You are the safety. You carry your home within you. This is the promise of 40. Not that life gets easier, that you get stronger. Not that challenges disappear, that you meet them differently. Not that you have all the answers, that you finally ask the right questions. What do I really want? Who am I when nobody's watching? What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? These questions are your compass now. Follow them. Trust them. Let them lead you home. Home to yourself. Home to your truth. Home to the life that's been waiting for you. The answers within me come to my awareness with ease. Stop struggling for answers. At 40, you learn to receive rather than chase, to allow rather than force, to trust rather than control. It's waiting right now. Can you feel it? That pull towards something more, that knowing that you're meant for something greater, that certainty that your real life is about to begin. Trust that feeling. It's your soul speaking. It's life calling you forward. It's 40 saying, finally, you're ready. I cross bridges with joy and with ease. Every transition becomes smoother after 40 because you've crossed so many bridges already. You know you make it to the other side. You know every ending is also a beginning. You are ready. You've always been ready. You just needed to remember who you are, not who you were told to be, who you are. And who you are is magnificent, powerful, wise, capable, worthy, enough, more than enough. At 40, you stop trying to prove this. You simply know it. And from that knowing, everything becomes possible. All is well in my world. Say it until you believe it. Live it until it's true. Choose it until it chooses you back. Because all is well. You're exactly where you need to be, reading exactly what you need to hear, ready for exactly what's coming next. I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. This is your birthright, not something you earn, something you claim. And 40 is the perfect time to claim it. What's coming next is up to you. That's the gift. That's the power. That's the promise of 40 and beyond. Life is beginning for you right now in this moment, with this breath, with this choice, with this yes to yourself. Say yes. Say it out loud. Say it with your whole heart. Say it like your life depends on it, because it does.
Your real life.
Your authentic life. Your joyful, purposeful, meaningful life. I welcome this new day with open arms. Every day after 40 is a gift, not because life is short, because life is precious, because you finally understand its value, because you finally know how to live it. It's all waiting for you. On the other side of fear, on the other side of doubt, on the other side of every lie you've believed about being too old. You're not too old. You're perfectly aged, like wine, like wisdom, like someone who's finally ready to live. My later years are my treasure years. Believe this, know this, live this. Your best is yet to come. Your greatest contributions lie ahead. Your deepest joy awaits. So live, starting now, starting here. Starting with the revolutionary act of believing that at 40 or 50 or 60 or beyond, your life is just beginning. Because it is. It really, truly is. And the best part, you finally know it's true. And so it is. Let these words seal your new beginning. Let them mark this moment as the turning point. Let them remind you that you have spoken your truth into existence. Your new life begins now.